Imagine a world where time did not move forward. No past, no future, only the endless turning of the same moment, again and again. Long before clocks ruled human lives, before history was carved into calendars and ages, ancient people believed that time itself was alive, breathing, dying, and being reborn. They said the world was not created once, but forever, destroyed and born again in a great cycle that never ends. Welcome to the story of the eternal return, the secret the ancients whispered in every temple, every stone, and every star. Long before humans measured time in hours, days, and years, they lived in harmony with the patterns of the natural world. They observed the sun and the moon, the stars and the seasons, and recognized a rhythm that repeated endlessly. They understood that life was not a straight line moving from birth to death, but a circle, a wheel turning again and again. Life, death, and rebirth were not separate events. They were one dance, one rhythm shared by the earth, the heavens, and every living creature. The ancients saw themselves as part of this dance. They did not fear the turning of time. They celebrated it. In Mesopotamia, priests studied the skies for decades, recording the movements of the stars. They noticed that the heavens themselves moved in patterns that repeated over millennia. In Egypt, temple walls depicted cycles of life and death, sun and darkness, order and chaos. In India, the earliest texts spoke of vast ages, each with its own pattern of human rise and decline. In Britain, the stones of Stonehenge aligned with the solstices, capturing the eternal rhythm of the sun. Everything returns. That was the message. Every flood, every storm, every shadow cast by the moon, every bloom of a flower, every rising of the sun, all of it repeated, again and again. Nothing was truly lost. For example, the city of Ur in ancient Mesopotamia contains some of the oldest astronomical records ever discovered. Priests there observed the stars with such precision that they could predict eclipses centuries in advance. They believed that when the heavens completed a great cycle, the world itself would renew. They did not speak of linear time. They spoke of the eternal wheel turning, bringing new life to all things. Even the earliest human stories reflect this belief. Flood myths, rebirth myths, and tales of fallen civilizations appear in every corner of the globe. They speak of cycles, of death and return, not as superstition, but as a reflection of a truth humans felt in the heartbeat of the world. The ancients saw time as a circle. We see it as a line. Somewhere along the way, humanity forgot the wheel, and with it, a profound understanding of life itself. Imagine standing on the edge of the world thousands of years before written history. The stars above shine brighter than we have ever known. The ancients looked up and saw not chaos, but a clock written across the heavens. They observed patterns in the sky that were vast and slow. The stars shifted ever so slightly over centuries, forming cycles that could predict the rise and fall of civilizations. Mountains grew and eroded, rivers carved valleys, and humanity rose and fell in rhythm with the earth itself. The earth was reborn with each cosmic turn. Life and death, creation and destruction were not enemies. They were partners in the eternal dance. Humans, animals, and even the stones themselves participated in this cycle. In India, the Vedic texts describe the Yuga cycles, vast ages of light, wisdom, darkness, and decay. Each cycle lasts thousands of years, during which humanity passes through stages of growth, decline, and renewal. The Greeks spoke of the Great Year, a period so long it spanned countless generations, marking the rise and fall of the cosmos itself. The Mayans recorded their long count calendar, tracing time in cycles that stretched far beyond a human lifetime. The pyramids of Egypt, for instance, were designed not only as tombs, but as eternal markers of the cosmos. The Great Pyramid aligns almost perfectly with Orion's belt, linking the mortal world to the heavens. It reflects the ancient understanding that humans exist in cycles, and that death is not an end, but a doorway back into the eternal rhythm of time. In the Americas, the Olmecs and Mayans recorded celestial events with astonishing precision. They measured solar eclipses, tracked the planets, and marked cycles of hundreds and thousands of years. Their monuments, pyramids, and sacred spaces were not built to last forever, merely as structures. They were designed to teach humans how to live in harmony with cycles that transcend generations. Then, humans began to forget. The circle became a line, history replaced cycles, and with that change, humanity lost touch with the eternal rhythm of existence. Even today, the pulse of the circle remains in nature. Every sunrise, every wave, every season moves in cycles. The ancients understood it in their bones, building temples and monuments to honor the rhythm of the heavens. Death was never an end. Life was a cycle. Every soul returned, learning again, growing wiser with each journey. Ancient Egypt, Greece, India, and other civilizations all describe the eternal return of the soul. Every human, every spirit, returns until it learns the lessons it was meant to learn. Even science now begins to glimpse this truth. Modern physicists study cosmic cycles and the expansion and contraction of the universe. Quantum physics shows patterns that repeat endlessly at the smallest scales. Time, as a straight line, may be only one perception. Perhaps the universe itself moves in circles, expanding, contracting, and renewing itself eternally. Yet humanity, lost in linear time, began to fear endings, worship progress, and ignore the circle. Civilizations collapsed when they forgot the rhythm of time. They built walls to fight nature, empires to conquer the world, and calendars to trap the infinite in small boxes. But the cycle always returned, reminding them that nothing truly ends. The Mayans, for example, did not fear the end of the world. They saw the completion of a cycle as the beginning of another. The Norse told of Ragnarok, a cosmic destruction that would be followed by a rebirth of the world. In India, the Mahabharata speaks of great ages ending only to give way to new eras of growth and enlightenment. Even the flood myths that appear across cultures hint at this understanding. Destruction is not punishment, but renewal. The circle never truly disappeared. It waits in nature, in the cosmos, and in the human soul. The heartbeat of eternity continues, whether we remember it or not. Across the world, people are awakening to the ancient knowledge once again. Sacred calendars, star maps, and natural cycles remind us that time is not a straight line. Every moment matters infinitely. Every choice, every love, every action returns. The ancients taught us to dance with time, not fight it. We are part of the circle. The pulse of the universe runs through us. The world before time was linear may be gone, but its truth lives on, hidden in myths, monuments, and the stars above. Modern scientists are beginning to understand cycles in ways the ancients did intuitively. Ice ages rise and fall. Stars burn and die, only to form new systems. Atoms vibrate in repeating patterns. The universe itself might be a grand cycle, reflecting the wisdom that guided the earliest civilizations. If time is a circle, endings are only beginnings. Nothing is ever truly lost. Every light returns, every life renews, and the story of existence continues forever. If this story stirred something inside you, if it made you see time and life in a new light, stay with us. Subscribe and join the journey through the forgotten truths of our world. The circle is turning once again, and this is only the beginning.